Welcome back to another vlog of my life here in China. So if you're new, basic background info, I'm an art student. I go to the film academy in Beijing, the Beijing Film Academy, and I major in new media arts, which is like low-key just like contemporary art, I guess, but like a lot of like digital stuff. This is the first time I've ever tried knitting. I literally knew nothing about it when I started. And now this is gonna become my first piece that is exhibited. My previous video, that trip that we went on, we have to do like an art exhibit with our final, it's treated as like a class, even though it didn't happen like during the school year. And our final assignment is to create a piece. But I originally gave a completely different proposal for what I was gonna do for my piece. And then I wanted to take up knitting because I want to knit a baby blanket for a friend. And I was like, okay, I need to learn how to knit first. Started knitting. And as I was knitting, I was like, you know what? When you knit for the first time and you have all these holes and all this like problems in your piece, it made me realize like this is a very physical representation of like the idea that like you learn from your mistakes and that like mistakes are inevitable in the process of learning. And when you first do something, most likely you will not be able to do it perfectly. Like you're probably gonna suck at what you do. Like if you're learning a new skill, you're gonna suck at first, and then eventually you will get better. This is a little over half done. It's all scrunched up right now. This is how wide it is. And another thing is I have so many artworks that I have to finish this semester. So right now where I'm at is I just finished the first quarter. We have like 16 weeks in a semester. And so we're in week 10 right now, I think. Yeah, week 10. I have to come up with a bunch of codes. I had a coding class using like JavaScript. And then I had another class and I already finished some of the artwork for that, but I think I basically have one final piece to do for that class. I have to remake a painting class for my first year because when that was going on, I was doing online classes because I was literally in quarantine, like entering China. So I wasn't able to get the materials to like complete those assignments. I have another class that I'm taking right now that is, I literally don't know how to explain. It's like form language transformation. I will probably have to do like 3 or 4 art pieces for that. I think one of the craziest ones to me that I'm really invested in is my animation elective. Our final exam is we have to plan a full-length feature animation film. I have 6 weeks to do all this stuff. And I'm trying to keep up with my YouTube. So I'm sorry, that's why I haven't been uploading on YouTube a lot, is because things are getting kind of crazy. It's a lot. But I'm just gonna sit here and knit for a while because this is the best thing when I'm like trying to do other homework and I get kind of burnt out. I'm like, okay, I'll just like watch something and knit. Because then my brain can like shut off for a while and I can just like, you know, knit. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this white acrylic paint and paint over my canvas. It might look like it's already white. I mean it is, but there's a lot of like imperfections you can't really see, but there's a lot of little marks on here. And also it's kind of obvious that it's unfinished and I want it to have like a very smooth, finished looking surface. And I just need this to be really white so that the holes and like imperfections in the knitted piece will be more obvious because, you know, it'll be kind of highlighted by this white background. So I finished knitting the like knit part of this, and now I'm basically working on securing it to the canvas. And then after I'm done with this, I'm gonna start adding the frames. So now I'm gonna take these frames and find where I have like big holes in the fabric and the knitwear and frame them. I also have some really small ones. Now I have to basically make an information panel for my artwork, like to go up next to it in the exhibit. Why did my screen go black? Oh, okay. And yeah, the teacher's like, we need that tomorrow night at the very latest. So I'm gonna finish it now because I'm busy tomorrow, and we have to bring our artwork over tomorrow, and they're gonna start hanging it up, or you know, whatever they do with everyone's art pieces. Right now we're going over to my school. Guillermo's gonna drop me off, and I have to take my art piece and put it in our exhibition space. It looks like I'm the first person here, so I don't know where I'm gonna put my stuff. I'm gonna go get like a hot chocolate or something, and then I'm gonna go to my painting classroom. I'm here to like work on my painting. Oh my god, it's so echoey. I feel so awkward. But I'm here to work on my painting because we have 6 like indoor, like paintings of indoor places that we have to do before Wednesday, and it's Monday, and I haven't even finished my first one. It's a lot of work, and I kind of feel like I have art block. Like, I don't know if art block is really the right term. Basically, I feel kind of like burnt out from painting, because in this class they make us do anywhere from like 6 to 10 paintings a week. I'm supposed to go back at 2, and it's like 12:30 right now. I think it's 12:30. So I have like an hour and a half before I have to go back to where they're gonna do the exhibition, and then we're gonna like decide where everyone's art pieces go, I guess. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna paint, I guess, and drink my cold chocolate, my iced hot chocolate. Did you hear that? There's a cat. What the? I can't tell if it's someone, if it's a cat or someone mimicking a cat. I'm kind of sad though. I thought it was on my floor, but it was on the first floor. It's almost 2 o'clock, so I'm gonna head over to the exhibition place. I think I was wrong. I think it's on the 2nd floor. I'm on the 3rd floor. I don't see them. I'm back in the painting room with another drink. I just finished and I only got one done in 4 hours. I don't know what's wrong with me. So before I finish this, I wanted to show you some of the other things that I did, because I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I had like a bunch of homework. Some of them I don't have with me. I'll show the cover for my animation homework, which if you forgot was like I had to plan out like a feature-length film. We didn't have to write a script, we just had to like come up with like a plot and characters and blah. And I'll only show the first page because I think it's kind of cringy. I think it needed more time and like thinking put into it. Also, the name is just like random because I literally sat there for like 2 hours like coming up with different names and I couldn't think of anything that was like decent. Yeah, the movie's about witches. Because you cannot convince me to do something that isn't fantasy. I don't know, I'm just like too obsessed with fantasy. But I do have a stack of my painting homework. I'm gonna sit. Sorry that this is so bright yellow and ugly, it like ruins the... Okay, this first assignment was basically we had to recreate like famous-ish paintings. Not famous like Starry Night, but like still like famous paintings. And then like kind of figure out what colors are in it, because the class wasn't like called like a painting class, it was a color class through the medium of painting. So yeah, these are paintings that I repainted. Same here. And then we had to take the color palettes from those paintings and turn them into another painting. So this painting here, this one, it has the same color palette as this painting. which is from a photo. I think I still have the vlog. I'll link it. This is from when I did a road trip in Hokkaido. So I don't really like how this one turned out. It was okay except for this purpley brown color. And then this red and green, which is also from a picture I took in Japan, goes with this. You see, same palette. And then this color palette was used to make this top one here. This one was used to make this bottom painting, which I don't think is that good. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the time I was just on survival mode for homework. So I don't think these are anywhere near my best work. I just kind of was like, okay, like I need to do something to turn into the teacher to get a grade. For my assignments, we also had to do like, we would have to do still life, like any still life. So here's my chickens. They're not my chickens. I mean, I took of chickens that I've repainted. I kind of like this one. And then this is also from a picture I took in Hokkaido that I kind of repainted. Yeah. And then I have the finished paintings of the homework assignment I was doing in my vlog. I don't like how they turned out. So this one, I don't like. This one is so bad. Simply because like the assignment was like you were supposed to use like kind of like opposite colors across from each other-ish on this color wheel. So this was the first one, and I feel like I didn't really get the assignment. Like the point was that you're supposed to use like shadows in the opposite color, kind of like that. And this I just did orange. I don't like it. This one is okay. This one I kind of got what they were trying to get me to do, which is like, see, you can tell that there's like light here. Oh, that one's derpy though. And this one I also did not like because I did this all in like one day, so they're super rushed. How is it supposed to go like that? It's just like, honestly, I was looking at my paintings and I was like, am I the same person that got into art school? It's like art regression. I've seen that term. Like basically your art gets like worse if you go a long time without like painting and stuff. Because I kind of didn't paint that much of my free time, and to be honest, like pencil drawings have always been like my forte. I've never been that good at painting. It's really been mostly like pencil and charcoal. This last one is my final assignment, and this one we had to basically come up with a color palette that's like supposed to like represent us, and I don't know if this even represents me, but yeah. And then we had to do 6 paintings. I only had 3 done, but I ran out of time. So this looks better on the side. See? I feel like that looks pretty good, and then you flip it this side and it's kind of derpy. But I feel like this is way better still than my other paintings. And then some paintings from Japan. This one I kind of like. I feel like it's like there's a sense of, you know, structure in it. This one is kind of flat. But this one, you know, I feel like you can feel the depth of this is going under the bridge, stuff like that. So if you enjoyed this video, you can check out more videos on my channel. And if you liked it, you can subscribe and like, and all those other things people normally say at the end of a YouTube video. I'll see you next time in Vietnam.